Hello everyone and welcome back. If you are just joining us for the first time, I am Nicole and I run Firefly Creations. This channel is really all about just building and growing my small business. I started it back in 2021 and really the last 2 years is where I have started making and selling my items. Today is all about orders. I received a few orders and I apologize if this video looks a little fuzzy. Every time I'm looking back on the camera it looks a little hazy and a little fuzzy, so hopefully it doesn't turn out that way, but I do apologize if it looks a little fuzzy on the screen. So we received three separate bags of yarn from Hobbii. It was one big order that I did. And I'm going to say this order was probably put through about 6 weeks ago now. And if you didn't catch the last couple videos when I was talking about it, it came in first, one by one, and went to our local post office. And customs had put an outrageous amount of money that I should be paying on this yarn. The customs fees themselves worked out to be more than what I had paid for the yarn itself. So we actually sent it back to customs for a reevaluation. It finally came back about 2-3 weeks later. And after reevaluation, they didn't charge me anything. So I didn't actually pay anything in customs, which was great. And I am so happy I picked it up when I did. So I picked it up on a Tuesday from our local post office. And that Thursday, they announced a postal strike. So I'm very happy I actually went and picked it up when I did, or else I may not have gotten it at all. And who knows how long the postal strike is actually going to go on for. So without further ado, let's get into these bags and see what I ordered, because I don't remember the colors that I ordered at all at this point. I haven't gone back and looked at the order page to see what I did order. So we're going to open it up together and see what I got. Alrighty, so bag number 1, we are going to rip right into it here and see what's inside. Now, I believe, if I remember correctly, all the yarn that I had bought was the Honey Bunny line. When I purchased it, it was on sale for a really good price. So that's why I got so much. Let's see here. All right, so bag number 1. We have gray. So I think this is a dark gray that I got. So see, it's the Honey Bunny there. So dark gray. We got one of the pinks. I have had this pink in the past, actually. 2 pinks, so like a dark pink and a light pink. This is what I use to make my flamingos. So we got a couple of those. This one was a color that I haven't gotten from them before, and I don't know what color it is. I don't see the actual color on here. It's just like a code, but it's like a creamy color, maybe a light beige color. We got another orange, so this is a little bit lighter orange than I have gotten from them before. I got sort of a really bright orange last time, so a little bit muted tone of orange there. I also got another green, so it's almost like a teal color. Green there. And black. I feel like I probably got a couple black, so we might come across some more black in another bag. So that was bag number 1 that we got from Hobbii. The second bag, let's see what's in here. All right, so we are starting off, we have 2 white, because I think I said in the last video, can't ever have enough white or black. Need it for everything. We have 3 different shades of blue, so I actually picked up these 3 different shades of blue with a blue jay in mind. I was actually able to make the blue jay with some of the yarn that I got from Premier earlier. I bought a navy, which I forgot I had purchased, so I actually make the blue jay already. But we have 3 different colors of blue, sort of like a lighter country blue, a darker blue, and then a nice bright blue. So I might try and do a blue jay in this brighter blue as well. I think it would turn out really nicely. And bag number 3. Whoop, things are falling out. So we have another green, sort of a lighter green, kind of a pastel-y type green in that one. This is actually a nice color. I don't even know what I wish the colors were on here, not just codes. So that way I could actually tell you. So what I might do is I'll go back on my order and I'll actually look up the colors and I'll post all the colors in either the comments or I'll put it on the screen as I'm holding them up here so you can sort of correlate the color with what I'm holding up. So that's it's a nice color. It's, I don't know, it's like a pinky purple kind of color, but very nice. I got another yellow because I did want to do some more bees with this yarn. And then we have another muted, so we have two yellows, so you can see the one is pretty bright and the other one was a little bit more muted tone of yellow. We have that. We have another sort of beigey color, so I think this is the same as what I pulled out from bag number 1. So we have another one of those. We have a nice light brown, so almost like a nice teddy bear brown in that one. I have it upside down. So sort of like a nice lighter brown on that. And then we have a darker brown. So I'm going to be able to make some fun things with all these colors. And last but not least, we have a light purple, like a mauve color. So yeah, so quite a few. I'm happy I finally got it. Now that it's opened up, I can start making different things, so I'm excited about that. If you've never used this yarn before, it is a little bit skinnier. It is still considered a bulky weight. It is a size 6. However, if you put it up against, let me grab one of my Premier yarns here. So let's grab, this is the Parfait Plush. So if you actually look at the two side by side, hopefully I can capture it properly. And maybe the camera doesn't pick it up, but it is a little bit thinner. It doesn't look that much thinner, to be honest with you, on the camera, but when you feel it, it is a little bit thinner. When it works up, it does work up into a smaller, slightly smaller item. I do normally still use a size 6 hook for this. I use a size 6 hook for all my size 6 yarn, even though it does recommend a size 8, but I typically size down, and that's always what is recommended when you're doing crochet amigurumi, is to set size down your hook, at least 1, if not 2. Some people go a little bit lower than that, but for some reason I've just found comfort with a size 6 hook, and that's kind of what I've gone with. Some of the thicker yarn that I use, the blanket yarn, if I use Bernat blanket yarn, I do use a size 7 hook. And then with the super thick plush that I have, that I make the big mallards with, I go right up to a size 9 hook on that one. So those are my three hooks that I go to all the time. Like I said, size 6 is my favorite. I don't know what I'm ever going to do if the hook I have breaks, because I don't have a backup. So that's going to be a sad day. It started at green. I should actually show you. It started at green, and I've used it so much that the finish has come off and now it just looks silver. So it's definitely got a lot of use. All right, so that is the yarn that we opened up, and I'm going to open up the next bag that I actually just received last night. It is my new order of silicone beads. This is the biggest order that I've done of beads. I've just done some smaller orders here and there, made them up, ran out of my beads, but this I just dove right in. I got a nice big order, and we're going to open that up and see what we got. I have a rough idea. I know I just ordered it a week ago, so I haven't forgotten that quickly, but we're going to open it up together and see what we got. Well, now that we are through the yarn, we are going to get into a much smaller bag, but it's quite hefty. There's quite a bit packed into this little bag that I got for all my beads. So let's see what we got. The first one, we got some teacher beads. So that's one thing that I haven't actually done yet, is any teacher keychains, and we have a lot of teachers that come through the market. So we got some teacher beads. We are getting a little festive already, so I bought some little red trucks with Christmas trees in the back. So they're kind of cute. So some of these, and I'm actually quite surprised, some of these were a pre-order item that I had got, and they're already in the bag. I thought I was going to have to wait a little bit longer for them, but I know there was a few pre-order, and I know for one, this one was definitely a pre-order. I can't remember what the other ones were, but it's just sort of a combination, black and teal and pink. They all have to do with Mama and Grandma. There's Dog Mum in there. So there's quite a variety of beads in that one. So we have that. These ones I just thought were absolutely super cute. Little cows, but they're in little baskets with hearts. They're so cute. And I have a lot of people that come and looking for cows or Highland cow. Anything Highland cow is super popular right now. I do have a few Highland cow keychains made already. So I just thought these were super duper cute with the little cows on them. We have, so I bought a few that are just specifically grandma. So a little rainbow there. And they are double-sided, so they have the same pattern on both sides, which is nice. So it doesn't matter which way it's looking. And this one, kind of Christmassy, but kind of funny at the same time. You can take it however you want to read it, but let's get lit. Always fun for over the Christmas. A little Christmas tree with all the little Christmas lights on there. So because I live in the country, and a lot of the markets that I do are in and around the country, and this is another Christmas one, but it's a little Christmas tractor. Little Christmas tractor with its Christmas trees in the back. So I thought that was pretty cute. For some reason, this one gives me, I can't think of his name, vibes from the movie Cars. And go out and tractor tipping. That's what that gives me vibes for some reason. I don't know why. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. I might have to go watch it because it's such a cute movie. This one, now the writing is really small. And can you tell that I should probably be wearing glasses? I have a pair, I just don't wear them. Oh gosh, I can't even read. There's stuff that's on the little pencils. I can't read what it says, but anyways, they're little pencils. So more kind of teacher theme that I got. So I thought those were pretty cute. These ones are little Mickey puzzle pieces, but they are all for autism awareness. So we got those, which will be able to match with some pretty colorful beads and make a pretty nice keychain for those ones. I don't know what else. I know I have more beads in here. I just don't know. Some of them are kind of the round ones. So these ones, I'm going to open this bag because this is a combination bag. But what it came with were these cute little 3D gingerbread men. We have little gingerbread men, and then they came with sort of their corresponding round beads. So the round beads, some of them have patterns on them, kind of gingerbread patterns on them, and some solid colors in there as well. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll make a couple keychains with the little gingerbread men, and what I have left over in the rounds I'll put into a wristlet for that one. This one was just sort of a muted green tone, kind of earthy tone, but the pattern beads in there have little daisies on them, so I thought they were pretty cute. And I'm really just trying to get a good variety of colors. A lot of the colors that I were going for were very similar in every order. So now I'm just kind of trying to expand the colors and get more of a variety. And then these ones, again, kind of more Christmassy tones. So there's a couple of pattern beads in there. There's one that's kind of like an orange and white checkered pattern. And then the other pattern has, I don't know, more like garland, I guess. And then just some gold and red and green in there. We got some yellow. So I am a big fan of sunflowers. That is probably by far my most favorite flower. And then these ones were, so the pattern beads do have some sunflowers on them. And then they are just different tones of yellow in there. And I got those too. I actually have somebody that is looking for a wristlet that is just blue and yellow. So, and I didn't have either of those colors. So that's why I got a few bags of blue, just different colors of blue, and then some of the yellow. And then this is kind of one of those variety bags that have different tones of blue in it. They almost kind of look purpley and mauve in there, but the majority of them are blue. And here is another one. It's going to be kind of hard to see. Actually, maybe I'm just going to rip this one open and take a bead out because there's too many stickers on the front. You can't actually see through the bag. So this one, and there's 5 in the bag. So this one is Nana. So it's cute, double-sided again. So it doesn't matter which way the keychain spins, you'll be able to see the pattern. And this one, I got a lot that had to do with mom for some reason. Probably because I didn't have any that were mom or grandma or grandpa or anything like that, dad. So this one is Mama Bear. So it says Mama Bear in the sunglasses that the bear is wearing. So pretty cute. think we're getting to the end of the beads, and then I'll show you some of the other stuff that I got in here. Here's another one. There's too many stickers, so I'm just going to rip it open and see what's inside. So this was kind of more a humorous one. It says, I have it all together, I just can't find it. So cute. I don't know if it's backwards for you guys, but hopefully not. So yeah, that kind of a humorous one. Got to have a little bit of humor on the table. Can't take life crazy seriously. This is another bag of just sort of blue. So some of them are kind of swirled in there. Some of actually the white that's in there almost looks like a pearlized color. You can't really tell on the camera, but it's kind of a shiny white. So I wasn't expecting that. I did think they were just plain white, but I actually kind of like those a little bit better. Oh, here's another one. So another humorous one. And this is actually something that I want to crochet at some point. I've seen a lot of people do them and they always turn out super cute. So what it says on here, this little light of mine, it's, I'm going to let it shine, and it's the dumpster fire. Super funny. So yeah, I've seen a lot of dumpster fire crochet items, and I will get there eventually, maybe with some of this new Hobbii yarn. I've got a lot of different colors and a lot of colors that would look good, the yellows and the oranges as the flames. So we might attempt that sooner than later. Here's another cute little Christmas one. So another Christmas, but cows, and these are more kind of the Highland cows. We have those little guys. I think I'm going to have to switch gears this week. I was planning on doing a lot of crochet, but now I've got this order. I might have to start making some keychains. So we got this one. This is actually in a nice plastic bin, which is kind of nice. So I have ordered these colors before, just from a different supplier. So I actually got these. I've sold so many of these. They're pink and black and beige and with leopard print. So it seems like a lot of people like the leopard print. And I'm going to have to make some more wristlets. That's what I bought these ones for more specifically than keychains. I will make a couple more keychains out of them as well, but more wristlets because that seems to be what's selling is the leopard print. And then we got another cute little Christmas one. It's like a little Santa gnome in a cup with a candy cane. Definitely one of my favorite times of year. I know there's lots of people out there that like Halloween over Christmas. I am the opposite. I don't mind Halloween. I like it, but I think I don't like it as much. I definitely don't like anything scary. I don't like going through haunted houses or anything like that. As a young child, I remember being scared, like really scared of certain Halloween things. And ever since that, I think I was 6 or 7. Ever since then, I've not done anything scary. I won't watch a scary movie. Luckily, my husband is the same, so we are a good match for each other when it comes to that, because we don't like anything scary. But I love Christmas for sure. And then the last few items that I got, because I am making mostly keychains, I was just running out of sort of some keychain parts, so that's just sort of like the swivel head clips. And then these ones are more kind of the clasp with the ring itself. So I was just running out of those. And then a couple more items that I got, kind of hard to see as well, were the, I don't even know what they're called, like the little spacers for the beads. So I got some that were gold and silver, and then these ones are silver, and you can't really tell because they're in the package. They're really teeny, but they actually have like little sparkles around the edge, almost like little rhinestones or something. So it gives it a little bit of extra sparkle, and those ones seem to sell. And that's it. So many beads. I can't wait to start making some keychains now. I might actually get into that today. It is just a rainy day here where I am, so definitely not going outside today. We'll be doing some, household chores, the boring stuff, the laundry, the dishes, and maybe I'll make some keychains. But for now, guys, that is where we are going to leave off. That is the packages that I have been waiting so long for, and finally I'm so happy that that we got into it and we opened them up. So yeah, so until next one, guys, we'll see you later. Bye.